Give it up for James, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Moore. Keeping that magic moving along here Wednesday at the Looney Bin here in Tulsa. Let's give it up for our next comic, Josh Kraft.
So one time I watched my mom get arrested at the Tulsa County Courthouse for public intox. For a little context, this was not the first time she went to court drunk. It was the first time she went to serious court drunk. She went to municipal court drunk like all the time. So my mom goes, and obviously I'm going to drive her because you don't want to let somebody who got a DUI drive to their own court appearance. Just got that idea written all over it, right? So I go, let myself in the house. House is quiet. Hey, Mom! Mom! Christy! And I see my mother emerge from the bedroom, looking a lot like Captain Jack Sparrow if Captain Jack Sparrow had a broken leg. She didn't have a leg problem, that just kind of happened when she drank. Don't know. What do you want? And I'm sitting there, oh my God, crap, she's drunk. Like, she's hammered. Way drunker than I've ever taken her to court before. So I'm getting worried. I'm like, if I take her to court, she's getting a public intox. If I don't take her to court, she's getting arrested for failure to go to court. I'm really good in stressful situations. No amount of stress prepares you to have to make that decision about when your mom's getting arrested. That morning or in a week. So I look at my mom and I go, well, it's very good that you could take this seriously, Mom. And my mother, who I was her only child, she would have fought a bear for me and she would have beaten that bear's ass. She would have kicked that bear's ass.
Hell yeah.
Like, definitely, no question. Looks at me and goes, well, it's good to see that you're going to be an asshole this morning. I'm like, all right, Captain Christy Sparrow, you need to get dressed. You've got a big day. You're probably getting a new mugshot. You just don't know it yet. So I take Captain Christy Sparrow to court, and we get to the courtroom, and I hand her off to her lawyer, and I don't go in, because I've gone to court with her when she's drunk enough times to know I don't want to get a contempt of court because of her behavior. So I go sit down. 20 minutes later, she comes out of that courtroom looking like she's just left the tavern in Tortuga. Bottle of rum in each hand. Lawyer's right behind her. He is not happy. Why'd you let her come to court drunk? This is horrible. She could have gotten arrested. And I'm like, one, it's not like she hasn't gone to court drunk before. This is normal. Two, I found her like that. What do you want me to do? I'm not equipped to make the decision on when my mom should get arrested. So I get her back and we're walking out. And we're 10 feet from the door. And this is 100% the reason I believe in karma. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, she's going to get through this entire day hammered drunk. And she's going to get to go home with no consequences. And I hear the deputy, ma'am, we're going to need you to come with us. And I tell that story a lot. And I've told that story so many times that one time we lost my mom in Cuba for a couple of days. Long story. And when I told one of my friends, he's quiet for a couple of seconds. And I go, hey, are you still there? And he goes, yeah, I'm just waiting on the punchline. Same friend is my personal attorney. He once felt the need to tell me that if I ever show up drunk at all, like can't have a beer even, I'm like, how am I going to calm down? I'm not planning on getting arrested anyway. But he tells me that if I show up drunk, he's no longer going to be my lawyer or my friend. And I looked at him and I go, look, you know, there's no danger of that. You and I both know that I would not do well in jail. Yeah, I'm still working on the punchline on that one. On to my other parent, my dad has been married 21 years now. Like, not consecutively or to the same woman. I mean, it took him 41 years to do it, but he's finally been married 21 years. Accomplishment for him. My new stepmom, because when you have multiple ones, you have to differentiate, is only a couple years older than me. And if your mind just went to where I think the people who said ooh went, y'all watch too much porn. But that's only awkward when my little sister decides to make it awkward, which she tries to make awkward at every opportunity possible. Like, she brings that up all the time. And she's 11, so she doesn't know any better. For some context, I'm turning 40 next month. So yeah, big age gap on the kids. But she likes to mention that to everyone. I'm like, you know you only make that awkward because you mention it all the time, right? All right, my time's almost up. My name's Josh Kraft. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Josh Kraft, ladies and gentlemen.